So Disney finally released a new Star Wars movie after, what was it, 7 years? Now, is The Mandalorian and Grogu the kind of film to bring back this franchise to the big screen? Will it change it in any way? No. It doesn't. But honestly, I don't think it's trying to be. This isn't some spacefaring epic with political intrigue, or nor does it have shocking betrayals or philosophical debates on the Force. It's just a simple, swashbuckling adventure. And I love it for that. From start to finish, this film is just fun. The pacing moves surprisingly well for what is essentially the 4th season of The Mandalorian condensed into a theatrical film. But even saying that undersells it, unfortunately. Because this actually feels like a... Forget it. It is a movie. It is an actual movie. A straightforward, pseudo-father-son epic between... Not epic. There's nothing simple about an epic. It's just simple. You don't... Not every adventure needs to have that grandiose feel. You know what I mean? Sometimes simplicity can be epic in its own right. So, with that being said, it is a straightforward father-son adventure between Din Djarin and Grogu that channels the exact kind of old-school serialized storytelling that inspired George Lucas to create this in the first place. One thing this movie absolutely nails in is its presentation. The special effects here are incredible. Yes, of course, there's CGI. There's always going to be CGI in a mega blockbuster. But this might be a genuine masterclass in practical effects in an era where blockbusters are drowning in green screen and CGI. Creatures feel real, tangible, sets feel lived in, the world has texture. And then there's Grogu himself, who might honestly be the greatest puppet ever created since Master Yoda himself. The expressions, the movement, the personality, none of it feels artificial. You believe he's truly there. In fact, there is... I don't want to say how long it takes, but there is an entire arc where it's just Grogu doing what he does best, being cute, and surprisingly resourceful. It is honestly the best part of the movie, in my opinion. Now, Din Djarin, aka the Mandalorian himself, is still very much a flat protagonist. He doesn't really undergo massive transformations or character evolution. That's honestly fine, because the real emotional core is Grogu. The movie finally starts pushing Grogu beyond just being the cute mascot. He's learning, he's adapting, he's becoming a Mandalorian apprentice in the coolest and most adorable way possible. And by the end of the movie, you genuinely feel like this little green kid has grown. I also appreciate that this movie resists the urge to become another cameo fest like that Marvel has been doing over the last few years. No forced Luke Skywalker appearances, no Han Solo. I mean, well, there is Zeb, but I'm talking about, like, you know, general audience knowing characters like Luke, Leia, Han, C-3PO, R2-D2. No dangling keys in front of the audience every 15 minutes. It actually focuses on telling its own story while also doing what Star Wars is known best for, is incredible world building. And in terms of modern franchise filmmaking, it's really refreshing. Now, with that said, seeing Sigourney Weaver in a Star Wars movie is it's pretty cool. Jeremy Allen White as Rada the Hutt, that was pretty unexpected, not gonna lie. Of course, Pedro Pascal continues to kill it in the role, along with his two stunt doubles, Brandon Wayne and Lateef Crowder, as on-set doubles for the character. However, the real star of the show it's Grogu. Come on. Now, look, I understand why some fans out there are calling this movie unnecessary. I understand why some people think that this is kind of a smaller scale Star Wars story that doesn't deserve to be on the big screen. But honestly, they might be right. But here's my counterpoint to you all. For years now, Star Wars has been obsessed with being important. Every story has to connect to 10 other stories, kind of like what Marvel has been doing, really. Every movie has to redefine the franchise and all that, you know. Every character has to carry the weight of the galactic destiny and all that, you know. And for this movie to just not do any of that, it doesn't care about any of that. It takes a step back. It gives us a simple adventure movie. The kind that directly taps into the DNA of old serials that inspired this franchise to begin with. And honestly, that's what made it work for me. Is it perfect? No. Is it revolutionary? Also no. But is it ridiculously entertaining, filled with heart, gorgeous effects, strong pacing, an awesome musical soundtrack, and one of the most lovable duos Star Wars has ever created? Absolutely. And at the center of it all, Grogu officially graduates from adorable mascot to a complete badass. Okay, maybe not complete badass, an adorable badass. How about that? So those are my thoughts on the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think this movie deserved the big screen treatment? Or should it have continued to be a season 4 for Disney+? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, my name is Rod. Shut up. And may the Force be with you. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. One final thing before I go. This is the way.